Welcome, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another live stream video from D&AFOOTBALL. So, people, do it, like button, subscribe if you're new, and also share the video if you care. So, people, good afternoon, good evening, where are you from? Everybody on the platform who come into the live and also who watching on the playback. Manners and respect to y'all. Have a happy Sunday. All right, people. So, we're going to go into some stories, people. We're going to talk about Curacao versus Jamaica, and we're going to give our take on the YouTube got blocked, which we know that story is not just a one-off thing, but I just going to give my reaction and my take on that one, and also the Concacaf World Cup qualifier group stage breakdown and see how the teams has been doing in other groups, people. So do it the like button as a comment show and share it, people. Manners and so, and also we're going to touch on some reggae boys who make it back to their club levels after this international break has been settled right now, people. Where you see that Jamaica won 2 out of 2 and 6 points. So definitely Jamaica is at first in Group B. But we're going to look at the players who went back to England, wherever they're coming from, and give some breakdown and some look at highlights on them. See how they do if they went back straight in the team or they just went they're not selected or they on the bench or whatever the case. We're going to look at that, people. So massive respect to everybody who now coming in, people. So we're going to start off with the breakdown, people, with the group stage because this I one of the least. Alright, so the group A, which consists of 4 teams: Suriname, El Salvador, Panama, Guatemala. So to have 6, you have 4 game leave. So definitely it's running down. October right around the corner right there. You have those games coming up too very quickly because the year actually ain't already in a people. For instance, summer done, the year done. Alright, so Suriname won 1-1 and draw the other. So then for Salvador just won 1 out of 2 and lost the other one. And Panama now sit on just 2 points, which is not quite far from the first spot, but Panama would find themselves in a difficult position whenever time they have their next game. So the next game has to be a win if they want to go through in first place or are the second best place, because Panama, which one of them favorite team in the groups which we expected them to do very good. We expected them to do with an Ireland, but now we see the real qualifiers and it's very dread. And football not eat and nobody they don't care in the group. People supposed to expected you to win, but on the day, if you don't perform, the other team will dominate and beat you. Just as though El Salvador in this group riling it up, get their first 3 points and sit on top for the first game, but second game, they lost that one. So definitely this group hasn't yet really conclude as it. It's going to be very difficult for this group A to conclude. So Panama has, so Suriname look one of the favorites to go through and into this group, but it's not over as yet. So we're moving on to the group B now, where Jamaica won 2 out of 2, 6 points clear, and their their rivalry, which is Curacao, on 4 points, and Trinidad on one. Trinidad hasn't yet scored a goal in this group as yet. Bermuda on no points. They're fighting. Bermuda definitely fighting. Lose 2 out of 2. So more than likely, we know that it's going to be difficult for them to even come back in this group it will take a miracle for me. It's just my opinion. I believe that it will take a miracle for Bermuda to really come back from these 4 games league, which it's not difficult. It could happen now, but remember they have other team to play who wanted points as well, and they came through and they just cannot get put game down and points. Because that's it. And 4 points. Also, Trinidad have next game is a must-win game if they want to be concluded in this Group B. So they definitely have to win their next 4 games in their outings. And also Bermuda have no points. Definitely. Let us see what will happen in this next window, people, where you have this Group B. Definitely that tough league. Everybody expected Jamaica to go through on top, but definitely the next game that Jamaica will play is against Curacao. Curacao is a team, not a team to play with. You understand me, people? So, based on how I saw Jamaica playing right now, I think they're supposed to get their act together and play more compact football, because these 2 games that we play, yes, we'll win it, yes, but when you look at the stats and the breakdown, we haven't taken much control than maybe the Bermuda game. We have more control than in the Trinidad game. So in space of that now, some people would have said win ugly, ugly win better than a pretty loss, whatever the case may be. Definitely, I don't really buy that, because I think that if you're playing at a level and you're winning games, remember you're going to book up on some very technical teams who don't fear to run at you, who don't fear to keep the ball while going forward, and in their half, they could pass the ball right around you and you keep chasing. So I think that this clash against Curacao will be Jamaica, one of Jamaica's toughest game in the group, because right now we saw that Curacao draw their first game and they came back from behind with a 2-all draw in the second half, where they get a third goal and finish against Bermuda 3-2. And that game was a game for them to win because they was at home. So Curacao will host Jamaica, and in that venue, people, it's not going to be easy for Jamaica as well. I saw how Jamaica deal with Curacao, Bermuda, and that point in time. I think that Jamaica need to just do the right thing, try to get more compact and deal with the thing on a bit better level. So let me see how Jamaica will get down and deal with this Curacao team, people. But this will be Jamaica's toughest game. You know? And also the last but not least group, which is Group C, we have Honduras, Costa Rica, Haiti, and Nicaragua. This is not over as it either. Honduras play two, won one out of two, and draw one. Definitely, 3 teams have lost, Haiti and Curacao, and also Honduras as well. Watching this Honduras team, not a team to play with from the last Gold Cup window. I thought they did fairly well in their Gold Cup. They go to a quarter semi-final. Correct me if I'm wrong, people, in the comment section, and they definitely did good against their opposition. I think they play Mexico, uh, one of them team, and they did well. And they came now in the World Cup group stage where they have to perform, and they did a good job. Costa Rica is one of them teams that we expected to finish on top, but Honduras is giving them a fight. So more than likely it's going to be a difficult spot there for Costa Rica. 80 as well and 2 points. And Costa Rica on 2 points. And anybody who beat anybody, if Nicaragua win the pan 4 point, they don't pass some other teams. So this group, look out for this group of people. It's not all and over yet because who sit at fourth can still definitely have a chance to go through. So they have here in the second place ranking where the two best second places will be going through. Depends on the points and the goal difference and the winning runs. So you have Curacao, El Salvador, and Costa Rica. Two teams out of that second place will be go through to be the best second place people. So it's going to be difficult. I'm telling you, it will be difficult. So definitely we're going to look at our Reggae Boys performance. Energy, big up yourself. Sylvester, likewise. Manners and respect to everybody in the building. Is this a yeah, bro? It's a new channel, so subscribe. Boy, YouTube, give me a fight, that dog, and clap my channel, brother. Which players them say them injure? Which players them that? Well, I go through the games that we play still, I go through the games that we play. All right. So yesterday game we have play Charlton draw 1-1. They get a red card in this one. Leicester draw 2-2 coming from behind against Oxford. I think that not all the Reggae Boys play in this one. Campbell play, not though he didn't have a bad game at all. And Bell start too as well, you know. And we have Westside playing for this club as well. Millwall, that is one of our Jamaica Reggae Boys. Haven't gotten a call up for quite some time, you know. But Bell come back from injury, have a very good half. Alright, big up yourself, Sylvester. Thanks, man. Manners and respect, man, for your subscription. So people, if you're just coming in and you haven't yet subscribed, you realize that you did subscribe to the first channel. This one is a new one. So do consider to subscribe. Yeah, and Bell start, Campbell start, and it came off in the 83 minutes. Bell play full 90 minutes. So that look away still enough for true. As we said, energy. Bell just coming off an injury. It look like he'll get back off an injury earlier than what we think. I remember it was just 1 week ago. So they just the pin-up Bell, Demarai and the right back from Inter Miami. They all said they were injured starting. Well, that's something we could talk about still in the energy. But to tell you the truth, maybe they just did have a little niggle, not a big injury as we could quote unquote say, yeah, we'll keep them out for 2, 3, 4 weeks. Maybe just a little niggling they have, and that maybe that is it. And on 1 week you really spend in the international duty, and maybe they get over it even before leading on to the games. Maybe that they was recovering from those nigglings. But with them, I agree. I could say he have a shoulder um thing there from when he was in Saudi side. He got a fractured shoulder and things, so like it act up back on him now, and really force it. So if they get withdrawn from that game, so that may be of big of big migrate. Now, Pinnacle is troubling with a lot of injuries too as well for quite some time. And in this Leicester game, still Greg Lee have a solid game in international duty. He have him even on the bench because remember, long traveling and fatigue most definitely will keep out most of these players their club. So definitely Greg Lee hasn't seen the squad in this outings of the first game back from international break. Yeah, but they were back in the starting. No, that are true still. You have a point, still energy, but more like what we could say is still them players is just their number one players that they really miss from the team. So like the Peanut, the Margaret, the Bell being one of them solid player right now for Charlton. I think Bell is doing quite well at Charlton. So I definitely have to big up Bell for that, man. It's just that they keep him out. But definitely Bell walk in the Charlton centre backs team. Just leave champion Luton Town. And it's a good look to see because that not all Reggae Boys players who play in the championship and all over could definitely walk in at these teams. So when you see a man do it like this now, like a Bell, you have to give him the congratulations because Bell have been playing it at the highest level in the Premier League Luton for a couple seasons ago. He did well. So for him to just walk in that team, so game coming off a little niggle injury as we could quote unquote say because it couldn't be a big injury for Bell and he walked back in the team and he have a very very good game. So Amari Bell, big up yourself. You has to be one of the players in the national team who has to be a must start in the centre back because I think that we having a little bit of problem in the centre back people. And no, we could safely say that Isaac Eden will be heading out and 2 yellow cards. So he will be missing the next game, which is the Curacao. So you know that people, the coach has to bring in a CDM and try and get a player who could fit that role because we cannot go back to where we are or where we was before and then we having these midfield problem. We have to keep long ball, keep making some of the long ball by passing the midfield. And I hate that kind of game, people. So I'm telling you, this coach here, this I think that think the free the guy play at Inter Miami can play that this youth play in the Ajax league. I think Johnson he could play that CDM role. Like they need to get that player in the team. So we are, so we need our best players in PM to come in to see what we could get from it because no make no sense. Isaac Eden out and we can't replace him. You know? So now gonna look good people. I tell you the truth. So need to source a new CDM. Oh boy. So yeah, people. So I hope they drop content from bird. I don't reach channel level yet. Still enough energy. Why I want to talk about bird because bird need to get a call up definitely. So Coventry draw 1-1 with Norwich. Very good game. Like this game I was very, very tight. You know? Lottie Buddy hasn't came back from injuries yet. Sheffield when they get a hefty defeat there from Bristol City. I think Bristol City is a very, very good team as well. Stoke beat Birmingham and think I don't think Kadamari Thierry head back in the starting 11. I think he was on the bench Jamalo came off the bench as well, and Kadamantiri as well come off the bench. Yes, right. So definitely he haven't get much minutes. He came on in the 40 something minute. Yeah, so definitely them are going now. Team last. Now we have Swansea versus Hull 2-2 draw. I think that Hull come back from behind, right, and equalize. Let me see what Casey Palmer do, people. So because Casey Palmer definitely get a fight in this national team. No matter what Casey Palmer do, him still I get a beating. So me no know. So Casey come back from international break. He hasn't start. He hasn't come off the bench. So he was selected on the bench. So not talk bad look there for Casey Palmer, but I want to know what is the problem with Casey Palmer and these fans, because I think Casey Palmer are doing very well at the level where he's at right now, and the fight, I don't think the fight is necessary. The fight that the fans are really fighting this player, I don't think it's necessary. So I think they need to consider to look at that, people. So we can look at Rotherham versus QPR. We have Boyle came off the bench. Came off the bench. I think Boyle start. Right. Yeah, he start and substitute in the 77th minute. Sorry about that, people. So Boyle start for QPR. I think that they got an own goal, the first own goal, but Boyle wasn't challenged with the ball, but it looking as if that it came off the defender, which is Cody, and they give it an own goal. So that means Boyle just had one goal. So he score a goal here, so people, and definitely he have one big chance miss. 32, 30 touches, 8 touches into opposition box, people. I think Boyle is a very good centre forward, and he know to run in between the channels, get himself onside in spaces and all these things. So I think Burrell definitely need a call up in this second window in October, people. I don't know who will drop or whatever, but somebody has to go. Burrell need to be in the team because I see this youth are continuously putting some good performances for QPR, but yet still he cannot get a call up for the national team. Mr. Palmer is a solid 65 minutes player. Yeah, I will agree in some senses with that energy, because Palmer can full night and it's like Palmer need to go in at the gym or something or run some treadmill or something, because it don't look good. It don't look good for thing there for Palmer still. But as I mentioned, solid 55 minute player. I will agree with that. Definitely, because he cannot play a full 90. Me not see him a play full 90, because him not getting the start even in all team, and all team struggle last season to try keep up, you know. But some of these players is a good second half player, good first 45 minutes, but after that you have to substitute them, you know. But I'm stressing more on this player. Odello, big up yourself, manners and respect to you, bro. Hope all is well with you on this happy Sunday. Everybody at the building, do it the like button, you know. It don't look good for Boyle, because if Cameron Archer is coming, who he getting picked over, but a big player for him. Well, I tell her, Odell, if you tell her truth, still, you know. Me thinking can take Anthony Space, you know, but I don't think he will take Anthony Space, because you know when the coach stresses on his talk and all his statement, I like this player. He's a good player. This player is a very good player to be in the team and all these things. You know, he always stresses that. But if I just say if Cameron Archer is coming and Kadama Terry already solidify him spot right now in our national team. So we don't know still, but I tell you, them can give him a run still. You see me? Him can get a pick, man, because Burrell already show what he could bring to the team. You know? So we see it go still. But I don't know if they want to make any changes for the center forward line. But look good because thing there, them now go tap out bro them name Warner Brown, them now go tap him out. And I don't think they're going to pull out uh, Bowser, and they now go pull out Anthony. So look good. The truth, good. Palmer getting minutes for her. Need some. If not get no only minutes, so one about not going to make the team. Well, I think that he coming off an injury. If me not lie, Warner Brown. I think the coach mentioned about his injury. So I think that thing that can take that spot there still. Where's it? Brown and Anthony out? What? Well, that means that Boyle can get him calling, man. He definitely could get him called. You see me? Well, should get picked over Brown was a special player. What is it? Big boy and fire. Score in here and play good for this club. Well, Boza, they're not gonna drop Boza this time around. Still, I feel like he might go make back the team. Gonna call back, you see me? After coming off of the bench and you see. But let me see still. But I think that Burrell forget that get him run still, bro. We not see what clearly what yet him thing because he may get a lot of minutes in the national team. So he need more minutes to see what him can offer for the national team because we already saw what he could bring, you know? And then he's there as a special coach. Then say he's the glue to the loop locker room between coaches and players. So expect Anthony for sure, even without a club. Well, the coach I say all of it thing dog. The coach really say all of them thing so I don't know still, but I think him can squeeze in and Anthony can just even step back. I don't know. It's rough, dog, but let me see still if a coach are gonna make a big decision. You see me? Me don't know if a coach are make that a big decision then the big decision making film, and him always talk about Anthony and like and he love Anthony how we play. So me don't know. I will say yeah man. But me are rooting for Burrell still, bro. Me I tell you the truth. Burrell farm. So win 3-2 against Redden, I believe. Russell came in the 68th minute. I don't know what is the problem or what is the issue why Russell can't really replicate his start back in the national in the Barnsley team, but I did hear something that Russell is on the verge of make a move. I don't know how true it is. You know, I definitely don't know how true it is. Is it? Who that? I the best, much impactful player. I think he did very good off the bench at all times. So players have to watch out and try and give their best to true. I wouldn't blackball you know. They should just put Anthony as part of the staff instead of taking a place in the squad. I look at that, I was just studying that, if he could just be a coach, player coach, or just be a part of the staff. Like how them say him is like a glue to the ball. He just accident definitely have Anthony Pana true right now, So I think having him around same way is a good look, you know. Well, Bobby, for next window, Mitchell, well, me look on when he might come back because Bobby Reed injured still, bro. Bobby Reed injured. Let's see when he might come back. All right. So yes, we could take a breath, a fresh air. Because Oxford, I think he came on, he's off the bench. So more likely, we will have about the next couple weeks or so for us to play our third game in the World Cup qualifier. So I think that Bobby Reed will fully ready because with Bobby Reed back in the squad, definitely it will be a good look. So he's back off injury people, and as a respect to Mitchell, because I remember about Bobby Reed still, I thought he was still injured, so respect. So Bobby Reed is back from injury, and he just play 1 minute off the bench. So you know that next game he will more likely ready. You know. So let me see still. And then we'll soon to a club with up MLS, and so the team want him. He just want to play in England, but he is on the list of top 15 player without a club. Well, for true, but when a player is definitely custom, um, what do I say? They used to the Premier League over the years and playing the Premier League, and for them to leave and go to a lower league, it's very much difficult for them. So I think that he should stick into England or even championship team, But when I really got a championship, he rather play, want him to get a club in here, you see me? Because it's definitely not fair for a player who don't have a club and to really play in a team over players who playing at their club and playing good as well, like the likes of Borrell. So I don't think it's good. You see me? Like breaking up, check your internet connection. Why? I tell me, I wonder if I think for two, it'll break up for two, because sometimes I see it chip out for two energy. No, my internet straight still dog, but I don't know. I don't know, maybe I just the thing there. The stream yard. 2 minutes, but I'm going to see it because it's a computer even reboot to as well. So let's see it go. We're not really going to stay long for two because the internet will break up for two. I'll reboot the internet. When we finish it live still. But we run through them game. So we have Stockport County versus Cardiff. So this game draw 1-1, and Mother Silk yet still cannot get in the national team. I wonder why he cannot get a call up, and he haven't played for Stockport yet. He was on the bench, but sometimes players make moves from other clubs that are in the league, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it fair off bad. But I don't know if this is a good move there for Mother Silk to go to leave Petersburg and go in Stockport County team. I don't know, because now Petersburg sit at last position and 4 points, and Stockport County sit at 10th at the half of the league. So I don't know. Some people would have considered a good move for Madasil, and some people would have said he should have moved to even a better upper team in the league. But I don't know still. But I think that he could work his way into this team still because everybody know know what the club. So it's going to be very hard for him to really reach in this in this club team just so. So he haven't yet kickstart his club level as yet at Stockport, but the league just starts, so it's very young. So definitely we still. But this player, which is a goalkeeper, people, Corey Addy, I don't know how and why they cannot source how to get the player to represent Jamaica officially. They can't really call because I think this player is a very good goalkeeper. He's definitely very, very good. He's now 27. And I think that we need a replacement in the goal for Andre Blake because you realize that we definitely struggle in the goalie area, but Jamal Wade did fairly well, but he's just not clean and his so when shot kick just scoop up and he just push them out. So that will be a problem for you as a goalkeeper. So most definitely we need a replacement for when Andre Blake is out. So I don't know. What about this keeper, Corey Adia? I don't know what really happened. Stafford from Mount Pleasant, a decent keeper. Eh? Him them should have give a call instead of Davis. Because Davis not ready still, between the other people. Davis not really ready, You see me? Not really ready. But I think the coach need to source out a goalkeeper. We have an ex goalkeeper, um, corner boy Clark. Definitely, he's one of them one who's up on the rise. That goalkeeper, I don't know what is the problem, what is the issue with him right now. But the last time I did check up on him, I think that let's check out here. The last time I checked up on him, he didn't have a club paper. So I don't know what is the real deal with corner boy Clark people. If that player if he cannot get a call back for the national team, because I think he's a very good goalkeeper. Yes. Oh, so I thought Davis was there still, he was in the professional pool, you know, but definitely, I don't know still, but I would like to see Conor Boy Clark, Corey, Adi, and them players get a chance still in the goalkeeper department, but it's looking like they're not looking any further on down for these players still. You see me? Like they now look for them player. Markalam, big up yourself. Man, and respect to everybody in the building. Do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so as yet, people. Happy Sunday to everyone. What the mood in Trinidad after losing a draw. Well, Odell, the mood not look good enough because I hear a lot of people saying that the first goal should have been stand and also those goals. Well, they say the first goal should have stand, but the second one and the third one definitely offside. So they weren't pleased with the referee decision because they said the first goal should have started, and they just never like the defeat with those offside goal that disallow. So I don't say go. Bless up everyone. Blue World Media House. Big up yourself. Do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Happy Sunday to you, bro. So the mood it don't really look good still, but you don't know. They just have to move on from here. You see me? Because they think, well, Trinidad feel still had a stand a chance same way after losing against Jamaica. There are 4 games to go, so definitely we see it go. Still. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Happy Sunday to everybody in the building. Big up, big up, big up. The first goal, all right. Say the first goal, the offside still not, but in certain people thoughts, they feel that it wasn't offside, But I already saw that. I see the replay and think because they have the VAR in the Concacaf, so they actually draw the line. So definitely we realize that, yeah, they draw the line and Levi Garcia, his shoulder was a bit more over the line fire stocks. But some people take our different and give that, But I just say go, I know Jamaica fall still because of the VAR make them decision and call. You see me? Who that Travis Pastor? Big up yourself, yeah, David, bro. No long time, rate JPL player. As this man come the first message man I come and talk about, maybe when I read, may ever tell her that yet? Goalkeeper, you talk about 2 players, one not have no Jamaica passport, the other one not have no club from he was released by Redden. Well, Travis, just easy man. We just talk about because alright, we left off Corey at the outside. What about Conor Boy Clark? He already got called up for Jamaica already, but we know that he hasn't looking at it that he haven't got no club right now. So I had to talk about me because I don't really watch the JPL. At this Odell and them kind of mention one of the goalkeeper them when playing in JPL, Tafari, and he was on the thing there too. So me not have a problem with no playing in JPL, brother. Never support no one at time. Who not support no one? I'll tell Travis. That fan got a loss. Take it up with yeah, sorry loss. Yo, you leave the fans, I have a lot of Trinidad fans on my channel, Travis. So no your speech, no your talk. Yeah. That means that are there. So that means they are wrong. No, I wouldn't say the VAR are wrong, Blue World. I wouldn't say they're wrong. I think they make the right decision for me in my eyes. Because you don't know the VAR thing go, or they draw the line, or they do, or they signify their thing. So I think they was correct on all three occasions. You know. And last he play good football. We set back. Pinaki attack. I don't know we attack. I don't know your attack choice. Or run through the rest of the, so just make some score line. Stockport County versus Cardiff, draw 1-1. And also St. Mary's win against Flirts, definitely 2-1. St. Mary's win. Johnson and Murderan scores. King actually came off the bench for St. Mary's as well. And he came on in the 42 minutes in the before the minute before the thing that first half cut. You know, the defender got an injury on the right hand side, which is Fraser as well. So King came in, have a very good game as well, as far as I saw. So he played 48 minutes. He have 34 touches, passes in the final third 10, and also accurate crosses 1 out of 1, and accurate long balls. He have 11 and he just completed 4 out of that. So I think that um thing the man King have to make too much a long ball, man. And that's a problem with him still in the man. He just doesn't really love the long ball thing. Star boy, where are you with? Pick up yourself. I mean good job, JFF. So I tell her if for me still in my own opinion, you see if King could keep the ball more on the ground and support and step up and play the short passes them, it will definitely be a good centre back. But some of the long balls and way what that he making, it does sometimes not necessary. You know? But let me see play in the position where you play, which is the right centre back. They play three at the back. Um King came on. So let me see if he retain a spot right now in the St. Mary's centre back position. Yeah, so a player is out now, so definitely King had to showcase what he has to bring to the team and bring to the table for St. Mary's people. So people, if you're now joining and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so and do hit the like button as well. King is gonna get there. Remember, is not every coach is eyeing that thing, start. And every coach like long ball. You could make long ball. Let me tell you, I don't have a problem you making long passes, but it have to be that to the player where they're running at. Like if you make 10 of them, you have to try to compete even more than 5 out of all of them long balls. So that is just my little issue with them still. You need to be more. People say it's calm on the ball, but I think it's too calm. For like maybe every minute he fumble and defender run at him too fast, and he have to make long passes and get rid of the ball. But I hope that he get in the team. Right now the defender in just so hope that he could get in the team right now. A space is there for him and try showcase what he can do right now. So Rangers lose to Art. We have DJ team last. DJ have a very good game as well. He play full 90. The team now sit at 14 position. League just start. 5 game play already for player to they might fight this youth out of the game, out of the team Daniel Johnson. You know? So we're going down. And also I have to highlight this player as well. I know everybody on supposed to know this player, which is Seymour Reed. He's the one that play in the CFU under 15 challenge in Trinidad about 2 seasons ago. And he scored a lot of goals for Jamaica in the under 15. They won the series too as well, and he came off the bench for New York. He came off the bench in the 90th minute and scored the third goal for New York. So congratulations to the youngster and hope he continue put in a wally parrot because I think this youth are long and hard forgotten because a lot of people don't really mention him a lot, and I really keep a track on this youngster because I saw him in the CFU challenge and he did very, very good for Jamaica. So moving to the MLS is very much a stepping stone for the youngster, and he definitely could even get a even look in as well. Centre forward, he play a very good, big, strong player, So he came off the bench in just 1 minute in the game and he scores. So I tell you now, it's a good look for the youngster. I'm very feel elated and happy for the player. You know? So yeah man, good look there for him. Long ball and avoiding the midfield is not going to work when we go to the World Cup. Boy, Mark Along, tell Starboy that. He need to know that because you feel like say going to the World Cup, yes, playing this long ball, a big quality team you have to perform again. That anytime you do them something, pressure down back at you. So it's not going to work. Me tell that me say we just don't like it. Bypassing the midfield completely, like every minute the centre back they get the ball, it's not a good look. Making long ball when team pressing, I say you can catch them half guard. See, you have a quick center half like the Kadamaterio, very quick, young. Them way you know you could catch thing there when team pressing your eye. But this long ball thing now go work, I work up brother. Me I tell you the truth, me not like it. That me now go and watch the Jamaican game. Me I tell you the truth because me not like long ball playing so. Me like ball pass, knock and move. You see me? It's just that boy. Competent. Competent enough as far as I see. He might be a little raw, but I think the lack of midfield in Jamaica on the bad field contribute to King constant and wall. Yeah, that is true. Very good comment. Because remember, he's in the Jamaican Premier League for quite some time, all his career. So, he just something where you're accustomed to. So, if you're accustomed doing something, you're going to continuously do it over and over. And you're going to do it and as if that you don't even realize, say, yeah, do it. But when somebody even mention it to you, you say, John, what's that? True, say, me make too much long pass, me could have did this, me could have done that. But I feel that the midfield, not the issue because then we can put the blame on the midfielders and the midfielder. They now do them work. They now come for the ball. They now do it on the half turn and get the pass out wide to the wing player and to the attacking midfielder. So I think that playing his long ball out of the question for me still, bro. I tell you the truth. Out of the question. Brown can't make the team or none of these players and he's struggling against top team. Uh enough as far as I see, he might be. I think I read that comment already. Not on Chavan. Well, I'll Chavan is Stewart. All him should get us call in still now. I don't know why these players can't really make a team still. I don't know still, but maybe them just a keep a track record of keeping these players in the team because I feel they're going to just stick with these players and not really calling any new faces. Like I said, not to say not to say Qualifier is not going to do well in the national team. So right, may I tell you, I don't know what the coach depends still because I don't think he's going to go out and look no more players. So I don't think the coach will go out and look no more players. So yes, that was Seymour Reed came off the bench for New York Red Bulls. They won the game 3-1. Very good win there for New York Red Bulls as well. You know, but yeah. Mm. So yeah, man, that was a look at highlight there for our Reggae Boys players who play at their club levels. That is definitely full people. But I'll move on. Let me see if Andre Blake is back. Andre Blake could never back. And they get 7-0. We no. Boy, Philadelphia gets 7-0 from Vancouver. Andre Blake is out in the same way. Wow. Why? That harsh bad. So yes. So I will just give my take on the YouTubers got blocked from the press conference and all these things, you know. But I wouldn't I wouldn't think they're still people because in my own opinion, some of them are good at for them. Yeah, good at for them. Are not doing the right thing and keep this thing as say quote unquote we are all YouTubers. We are going for one thing and one aim and all these things. But what I heard, what Ryan said, big up Ryan. But what I heard him said still, I definitely would have agreed in some cases. But I think that the JFF use them to a limit and then put them aside. Impossible. Oi, why I could have never sorry now. Cause me I tell her. I said, me knew still in but me that I just give my opinion like because you know I go see me going at the thing there and I would never want to go in any press conference and them thing there because me not really too in them kind of thing there. So me now get into that. So that not really my thing. But as me I say, you JFF use them on them and just dispose them like a waste. Put them in the trash bin. You know? But that is how I see it. You see, because there's no other way you want to put them out of the thing and thing because of their question that they ask and they getting out of hand and all these things. But you know how much for sensitive people, but I good at for some of them. Good at for some of them. That's it. Yeah. Now Premier League games are played to the people. Premier League game played to the people. You know. Yeah. So you have some Premier League game play yesterday plus today people. A lot of the games them play on yesterday, which is Saturday. We have Arsenal win at home against Nottingham Forest. Last year that team have fire upon all cylinders. 3-0 for Arsenal. Bournemouth win 2-1 against Brighton. Crystal Palace draw against Sunderland. And Everton draw against Aston Villa 0. So Aston Villa struggle right now with that. Fulham defeated Leeds at home 1-0. Newcastle also defeated Wolves at home 1-0. So not a bad look there for Newcastle and Fulham. And also West Ham last down 10 man in the in the first half, I believe. Yeah. So check got a red card. Eye boots and Tottenham run away with this one 3-0 away. Chelsea now versus in the 35th minute, and then Chelsea in the 61 minute from Palmer, where Cole Palmer score a goal. Caicedo in the 85 minute, bringing it to 2-1, I believe, yes. And this player who coming from Liverpool, Fabio Cavallo, scoring in 98 plus 3 minutes of extra time. So kind of slow down Chelsea right now, because Chelsea sit at fifth position. Liverpool with their worst ever performances away from Anfield. Win 1-0. Arsenal sit second on 9 points. Tottenham 9 points. Man City now beat up Man U, and they now sit at 8th position on 6 points. So definitely the league is young, very much young. So we know that things will change in the coming weeks or coming months. So we will see it go. Oh, Andre Blake injury update. Hold on, let me look for it. Andre Blake. Alright. So injury update now. When? Alright, yeah, if he come off back injury now. Let's see. Let me see. Like he come back off in just still, but maybe not fully fit yet. Mm. Yeah, I get fed up with Chelsea, man. Them should have win yesterday. Why? Odell? We don't know still, what it rough. League rough, dog. League tough right now. Not easy. Every game is like a final. Uh, can't find out, man. He come all right, Markland. He come back from injury, but he don't even selected on the bench either. So more than likely, maybe he will come back in the second game. That's it. Let me check on soccer so far. I'm not getting on this. Last play for the New York Red Bulls game. Oh, well, more likely, Mark Allen, he come back from injury, but he never got selected on the pitch now the substitute bench. So most definitely he's back from injury. So more likely I think he will be ready in the next October month. So he's back from injury. Because I don't see any injury sign at his name. So he's back from injury. Yeah, he haven't got selected on the bench either, Mark Allen. So definitely That's so. Why that's it. Do the same I done, but it's just that how he brought up, that is the problem. How he brought up, he just never got the right teaching when he was young. So that is what getting a hold of him and even have him in this position right now where he's at because there's no way he's trying to play out of this way. You see me? So I wouldn't say he's a dunce. That's it. But he's just that he's just the player just believe in one way and he just feel like he getting his result that he looking for and that's it. He's not looking out for nothing else. You see me? And then Liam Bailey come back. With the people that cry say, yo, then and pushing back these new players or these senior players back in the national team. Which is not supposed that I'm still I think that players must come off the bench as we all said, who coming out back after injury because the team having a good start where you could see that Jamaica um have 2 out of 2. So definitely they did well, they did alright, but the team just not playing as we expected them to, you know. So we see it go and see what happen in the October month. This one going to be very much stick for this Reggae Boy team, people. Not going to be easy. This is gonna be one of our toughest game in the group stage against this Curacao team because Trinidad faced it at home with them and it wasn't easy, you know. And Jamaica will be away against Curacao. I know Jamaica could score because if Bermuda could score 2 and them, why Jamaica can't score? And this team not going to really sit back because them is not a team who like to sit back behind the ball. Because we know that if Jamaica get these teams and team who would sit behind the ball like continuously, Jamaica will find it difficult to score. But Curacao will not do that. They will hunting for the goal because they want to finish on top. No team don't want to finish second because I tell you, it's not easy in other group they to go in the other side of the world and play these other teams because there are some very good quality teams out there, waiting and us, So we have to keep that in mind. You see me? And me that love Jamaica finish first. Continue with this winning run and finish first. You see me? Boy, Pinnock, let me say, I just mention, let me check if he's still in just there. I think Pinnock injury, he come off an injury still, but I mean, I think he playing a Bradford game either. So, I don't know if he's going to really fully fit for October. Understand? I don't think he was on the bench. Oh, yes. He start and come off. He come off in the 83 minutes. Yeah, so it didn't it not got a knock in any of these games before October and thing, but he back out. Glad to see that. Mm. This is a player give you full minute of hard work. He got the skill, speed. He just need more strength. But that end is there. Definitely, Odell. I think that for me still, I think that Dixon should start over Cephas, Believe you me, I tell you the truth, Me that rather Cephas come off of the bench and Dixon start. because Dixon show more strength, more confident, and his pass make no whole heap of long pass. In being look at trickery and in dribbles and all these things, and very effective with it. And that is very good from Dixon. But Cephas is very predictable. Down to a baby could predict it where Cephas running with the ball. Because man head just down in the ground and then just a run. So may I tell you, me not start Dixon all the time over Cephas. Me I tell you the truth. I mean no care nobody feel offended about that, but me feel that Dixon would have been offered more to to the team than Cephas. I just some me see. I don't know if anybody see it the same. Pinnock, he did came off limping a little second half. Wow, that not sound good neither too no. I mean I see that I name I see the red market still, but during the course of the week we check it out and see still. You know? Who that Franklin Young, big up yourself. Pinnock Belgrade and Bobby all play in the club. Yeah, we got through them man. We through them play a little as well, man. Big up yourself. You know, but you know still see limping off you know bro that no look good. That can't look good bro because we definitely wanted our best players in these games coming up, you know. You know? And if them coming back off injury, then that a look a knock again. Why? Rough. Now gonna look good on our side. You see it? But you know still we really have to go on because to tell the truth, we need to have our best players them still. We need to have our best players them. Regardless people, I tell the truth. I would have started this on the right, camera on the left, and Bailey. Well, for this time around, me know I must all agree with us. For is not that time right now because what do the Jamaican team do? They just Cephas, Cho and Campbell, Bailey and Demargue can come off a bench. Or we can have Demargue play the tenth position when he can come on for KC Palmer. If KC Palmer start the game, because we know KC Palmer can't finish the full 90 because him not have the legs. KC Palmer not have the legs. And when I say KC Palmer start to draw and start to pull and kick down players, tiredness are drawn near. You see me? So we have players who could definitely replace him and come on and give 100%, which you can play Demargue in that position as well. A lot of people don't see Demargue in a 10 position, but he could play right across the front three because he well composed on the ball. He could hold up play, he could make passes, and he could strike from outside the box. So I think the future of Palmer. Let me, yeah. So see if it's better than him. It's better than Cephas. Yeah, I mean, I just the strength Dixon need right now, and he's getting there because me seem like he might build on some abs and some look of things. So he look a physical, a bulk up, you know. But it's going to take him a couple more months to get there. You see me? Love what Dixon doing, and I think a lot of young players coming from Jamaican Premier League, whatever the case may be. I feel that they should follow this youngster footstep because him he must set a thing for himself. And what he's doing, I think he's doing a good job because at first when we say he move to Charlton, him this, him that, can't get a start, he go out on loan and thing and he might perform at that level, So when he get in tune to the league, I definitely believe that Dixon will find him way in our championship team back again and rise because there's no other decline for him. Only thing will let him down maybe a injury. So for Dixon, the sky is the limit for the youngster. But as we mentioned, he shot at some attribute and he will definitely get that, put it together. You know? So yeah, well, I think Sifa should be on the bench and Dixon start over him. So we're looking forward for Dixon rising. Yes, I was Dixie yesterday. Nowhere near championship level. You have much to learn. Eh, well, we know him young still. Him have a lot more to learn, as you say, still, as I mentioned. But true. I never watch the games, so I can't say. Yes, I watch it, so I have to just keep it that way. Then. But I think that whenever time, why when he come on national team, him have, why? That means say he left the national team not up there then. Because basically I have to classify it that way then. Because if he's not at the level at the championship level to reach the championship level, well that means Jamaica national team not have no levels. So I have to look at it, people. I tell you the truth. I have to look at it that way. I don't know. Even though I agree or disagree with what I said still, because I think that when he come at a national level, he plays art. I don't know if it's a country or he's from the country and he bred and grew in Jamaica. So me you know. But for me with Dixon, I think when he come at the international level, he play good. But I just don't know if that Jamaica levels of footballing playing is not up there as yet. We could have on a high level as yet. You see me? So you could see if you see that. It's Jamaica down on no level. Um, um, reaching that accuracy. Uh-huh. If he's so Christmas, they said they don't have any level. So basically the same thing me I say. And that is the thing, the standard of a national team, it kinda dim. You know, I feel it just kind of bit dim because of the levels of the player that we have in the team, and when we buck other big opponent and technical opponent and team, we struggle. So I feel that the levels need to up the levels and the standard because it's not because this is playing at the international level, he's performing, yes, but something wrong. Why he cannot be playing at the championship level and perform the same way? There is something about it. So definitely it's not a rocket science because anybody could look at that and say, all right now the levels of how our team is playing, it's just not there. So and what these coaches are looking for from a player, that is what they wanted. And maybe our coach not looking for just nothing. I don't know. But there is something of the sort is a problem. Why? You know? Just a whisper. Yeah, the future looking bright for them youngsters too. No question about that. Yeah, it's ready, etc. And then there are exceptions in JPL. Once in a blue moon, Webster is a good player. It's a Webster, but yeah, we all know that's for 2 years, bro. But man, I say, I know. But I have to go look what really go on right now. So people, manners and respect to everybody in our building. Thanks to the people in my past who do hit the like button and also the new subscribers. Manners and respect to you people. Love the turnout. Wasn't a lot, but still appreciate the people who passed through. Drop their comment, give their take, and they have a good conversation. That is how we like it, No other way. So, people, happy Sunday. Hope you all enjoy your rest of the evening and big up on yourself. Not deal with us up there because the internet